Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series 2024 SOFLO Ninja Academy Qualifier. I am one of your hosts today, Billy Dixon, joined alongside Kane Mauldin. We wrapped up the placement course a couple of hours ago and now we are ready and roaring to go on our challenge course. How are we feeling, Kane?
I'm feeling pretty good, especially because, I think we saw the wrath of the teen competitors, and they put on a show. It was a crazy set of athletes. Obviously very high on the power rankings, very fast as well. I think we got a sub-35 time and one Ian Marco, but we'll get to that soon enough. Let's talk about where we're at. We're at SOFLO Ninja Academy in Pompano Beach, Florida. And we have some very genius course designers at work. Very mechanically minded. But
before all of that, let's take a look at our format, shall we? Because it is different from the regular WNL competitions we hold. Now, there are two courses that run over the course of these competitions. The first one is the placement course, which wrapped up a couple of hours ago. That was our traditional flow course. If you fell, your run is over, but we saw quite a few clears in it, and it was relatively short for what it was. And its main purpose was to determine the run order for the challenge course, and that is what it has done. And we are going to be moving on to the challenge course right now, as a matter of fact. 2 retries are allowed on the entire course, with 1 maximum per obstacle. And if you fall on a retry attempt, you run out of retries, you run out of time, you fail 3 different obstacles, it will mean that your run is over. It is most certainly a longer course than the placement course, and its main purpose is to determine the final results of the competition, and the top 4 athletes on the challenge course will certify their tickets to Bellingham, Washington, there we go, for our Premier Series finals on November 15th, 16th, and 17th.
yeah, that's right. And only the top 25% in their home region or the top 25% at the World Championships are able to compete in the Premier Series. That's why this is such a big deal, because these are the competitors at the top of their game. The tippy top of their game.
We really do love seeing the best of the best compete out here in our Premier Series qualifiers. Gives us some incredible ninja action to look at on our screens, and we could not be more thankful for it.
Yeah, as you can see there, that is the final obstacle of the challenge course. If any of our competitors are daring enough to make it there, yeah, they have to lock that ring into the bear trap. We'll get there when we look over the challenge course in full, of course. It just looks like our athletes are getting a look through, a look-see on what they have to face. 10 obstacles ahead of them. It's scary, that's for sure.
Here we are. Here is our challenge course obstacle list. We are going to be starting out for our 10 obstacles with the Tombstone Dash, moving straight on into the flying saucers. The shark bait swing follows that swiftly, moving on to the spooky swings as well, through the spider web, along the cursed crossway, and the leaps of faith, which may be in the background of this shot right here. We'll get there very shortly, though. The Creepy Crimps follow suit, along with the Vampire's Vortex afterward, and the Enchanted Trap is going to be what finishes the course, which we just saw a little sneak preview of a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, and here's what I'm really interested in seeing in the first place. I'm wondering what they're going to be moving around to make our athletes really struggle for that buzzer. I mean, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right?
Exactly. That is another interesting fact that has been brought to the light. We like to make our challenge courses hard, so when we see the inevitable clear, it makes it so much better.
Yeah, that said, definitely gonna be an obstacle for our competitors to overcome. Not to be confused with the 10 on this very course. We should be able to get down on the floor relatively soon so we can take a look at these obstacles, and we'll get our first look at what changes have been made for our team competitors.
We have our 9 incredible teen athletes on the screen we can see right now, with Caitlin McDonough being the top finisher in the teen female division, and Ian Marco Caben being the best for the teen males. We can see a bit of level up representation regarding Blake Hone. Gotta love seeing all of the different gyms from across the country be represented. We've seen Jump Twist Ninja Academy as well, with Flip Rodriguez's students coming out here, putting up some incredible performances. We're excited to see a bit more of them as we move on to our challenge course, which is what we're getting a preview of right now. Here is the starting point. We start off with our Tombstone Dash with the trampoline. Oh, we have the trapeze as well, of course. Cannot forget that. The trampoline that goes straight into the spring forward, I would assume.
Yeah, it's a long-winded first obstacle. That's how you get a long-winded course started. Once you catch that, you move on to the flying saucers, which is that little mustache double twister move into a UFO, which does spin, mind you. So you don't want to tango with that for too long. Yep, you can see it right there. Then the fishtails make its grand return, but in a shocking revelation, they're all staggered. So our competitors may have a bit of trouble trying to link that, but we've seen it before time and time again, so I don't doubt these competitors' abilities.
We move across from the shark bait swing onto some more swings. Okay. It seems that these... Have they been moved straight?
Yeah, but I think...
Oh my goodness me, there is no resting bar between the final the final spinner and the bat, so that is a massive jump that they're going to have to make. To the pumpkin as well. Not that one, the brighter one.
Which one?
Here we go. Into the spider web right now, going from the pumpkin or a trapeze straight into the domain of the arachnias.
Yeah, they do whatever a spider can.
Making their way out of the web, they move to the right for the cursed crossway out here. 3 steps at an angle and 3 lily pads that move.
Yeah,
A couple more
that with
props have
any
been added. I don't know if they've been there all day, but you never know.
Yeah, and then the leaps of faith. You have to climb on top of that X and then do basically a front flip over, and then you go to that X grab, that little shelf, and then that'll take you to the creepy crims.
Spooky stuff indeed. Moving across these very small cliffhangers and those boxes too, along with the rings to make your way onto the next obstacle, which is the Vampire's Vortex. Consisting of the V's, some stationary, some spin as well. We've seen some crazy skips on this obstacle throughout the course of this weekend. I wonder if we're going to be seeing any more when the time comes.
It's very possible that for our teen competitors, all of them move. It's a real possibility that, yeah, they've made it much harder, which I think is perfect.
And then, of course, we have the ring that's currently set in that bear trap, but it will be hooked onto that sky hook before. Got to swing, lock it into the bear trap, and then a second ring is right there. It'll be moved a bit closer to the bear trap, and you have to move underneath this green demon to hit the buzzer.
Yeah, it's a crazy course. Can't wait to see what's been laid out and how everyone will come to face it, what kind of strategies will be innovated towards this course. I'm eager to see, that's for sure. And we have a lot of supporters as well. First is going to be Bella Zimmerman, of course. Then it would be Selah Taylor. Then Caitlin McDonough, rounding out the gals. And then Cooper Hall, someone who had a really impressive start, but just had a little bit of an unfortunate error.
Representing Jungle Gym as well is Sailor. Incredible ninja gyms in the Florida area. And Caitlin here, our top performer so far today, coming out of Obstacle Ninja Academy. Maybe a bit of an advantage heading in to this course out here. But regardless, I'm sure that all of these athletes will have a fair shot at getting through the course. Cooper Hall will be starting off our teen male division out here. He is another one of our level up representatives, along with Blake Hone later on in the run order.
Yeah, I would say, though, that all these student competitors, I think, it could go anyway. I think anyone here has a chance. I wouldn't rule out anyone. Of course, Nick Menzorio, a name I'm aware of very much. And he has the cred, he has the credits to really show that he has the skills to pay the bills. Hopefully, he'll make it all work here. Of course, Blake Hone and Ian Marco Caban all finished faster, but that's relative. But yeah, what I'm thinking about is what kind of technique is gonna come forward for this kind of course. Obviously, some of our competitors are going to try to go fast, but it's a risky move on something like this, you know?
It is quite risky, all things considered, because if you do want one of them top qualifying spots, you need to move with efficiency, not only in between the obstacles, but on them as well. Not taking too many hesitations, because that not only does that sap your time, it saps your grip strength and your overall strength, regardless, your endurance, all that. You've got to have a clear mindset going into this course and a plan to be executed within.
Yeah, I guess you could say that doing, hitting the buzzer here is going to be like getting a checkmate. You really got to do your homework here, and it's a little hard, especially if you're going earlier in the run order. But I mean, with the amount of competitions that everyone here has experienced, I'm sure they've ran first at least once in their ninja careers.
It is most certainly possible, yes. We'll be starting out with our challenge course very, very shortly.
Again, I'm curious as to what the crux point would be, though. Because there's definitely been some serious modifications. I think there's something down the spooky swings that's not being properly conveyed. Maybe an obstacle to look out for.
It is definitely a new one. It's an adjusted one. Not too sure, because the elimination of that bar within the middle of the obstacle, that could play as a bit of a hindrance to a couple of our competitors if we're not careful, but I have faith in all of them.
But yeah, again, even with the smaller sample size of competitors, I think we're not going to be spared any expense of skill here. Something to note here with the teen females is that because there are less than 4 athletes here, all they have to do to qualify is complete the shark bait swing. And they'll qualify. They'll go to Washington.
Definitely a spot that all of these guys are going to be wanting throughout the course of today's challenge course. Everyone really wants that buzzer, but if anything, they just want a qualifying spot. That's what they want.
Yeah, and with the guys, they do definitely have to fight for it because there's only 6 of them. But
Here
4
we
spots.
go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting started with it now. The time has now come. It's going to be Bella Zimmerman who's going to be first up on our challenge course.
Yep, 3:30. That's all she needs, I'm sure. Let's see what she can do here. Again, it's always a little tough running first. Because you don't quite get the beta. So you're kind of left to your own devices to figure out what you're going to do.
And she is off. Bella Zimmerman, our first competitor on our challenge course today.
Oh!
Ooh, misjudges that first jump onto the spring forward there.
Yeah, I think her legs were a little straight there, which you ideally don't want to do on a trampoline like that.
Take a bit of time to get ready. Okay, yes.
Alright. But this is a big jump to do from no bounce. Can she
Massive
do
jump.
it?
Oh, the
No!
fingertips got to the bottom of it. Super, super close.
I saw the look on her face. Hopefully didn't get any unwanted impact on the fingers there.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's okay.
Should be all well and good. But yeah, that first jump is something that can't be understated in any way, shape, or form.
Wow, yeah. It's tough. I don't think any point on this course is easy. Like, easy.
That's definitely not the case. There's a reason we take the top 25% of athletes for these competitions out here in Premier Series, that we want to push them as much as possible for the hard courses.
Yeah, and with that said, we must move on to Selah Taylor very shortly. Again, the goal here to qualify for the Premier Series finals in Life Force. You know? Thinking about the prospect of our teen athletes finishing the course, and based on, certain factors like power ranking, the amount of times they've competed, where they placed at Worlds, I think Sayla and Caitlin can really make this work, but I think we're going to have to see.
Definitely can't take anything for granted. Hopefully she's learnt a bit more after that run, especially regarding that first obstacle. Can't underestimate anything on these courses, can you?
Yeah, that's something I think may get overlooked a little bit on Ninja. Well, I'm sure the competitors don't. They experience it with full emotion, but I'm talking about the mental aspect of Ninja. If you're just a viewer or you're not a parent, I feel like, there's some obstacles that can be troubling if, your head's not in it, right?
Exactly, you need to be very careful. The mental game is arguably more important than the physical part of Ninja as a whole. Really need to have a solid plan going into every obstacle on these courses.
Yeah, with that said, though, we're definitely going to see some weird tech, put to the test out of our ninjas, such as, on the shark bait swing, spooky swings. There's a lot of swinging, huh?
A lot of laches.
Well, a lot of laches, but I guess swinging and lashing are kind of a given on Ninja.
Yeah, they are, but it's all about how you approach. Like we saw earlier in this weekend, a lot of diagonal laches were involved, especially within the spooky swings and the shark bait swing. But it truly just comes down to how they're managed. You have to orientate your hips correctly, make sure you've extended your arms properly, prepare for impact as well on stuff.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have some body awareness. It's important for completing an obstacle, but also, not getting hurt as well. But with that said, let's look at the schedule while we're here. Yeah, as you can see, we're about 60% of the way through the team division. Once that wraps up, we will dive right into the amateur division, which is anyone 14 and up. And then from there, we will go into the elite division, which you won't want to miss. There's some star players. Actually, why don't we get into the elite competitors?
We have a couple of incredible elite athletes. We have actually gotten word that we have a couple more elite athletes than we expected joining, specifically names such as Luke Dillon, Avery Glanz, and Jay Lachey Lewis. Those guys are going to be they're going to be incredible to have out here on the course later on, along with William Schlageter, Gavin Allen, and Olivia Lopez to fill out that field. It's going to be a very, very fun time overall. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, and would you believe it? It's only just a few short hours away. And then the battle for those qualifying spots, it's going to be on. And fun fact, after this qualifying round, I guess you could say, there's only one more qualifier. this is the second to last one. And then from there, we'll be going to Washington, as I've been teasing, for the Premier Series finals, including all of these incredible athletes that have gone the distance. So, again, you won't want to miss it. I'm sure it's happening November 15th to the 17th. And
That weekend is going to be incredible, isn't it? We're going to see all of the qualified ninjas throughout the World Ninja League Premier Series all coming together for Life Force, which is down in Bellingham, Washington. It's going to be an incredible weekend, all of them going at it, competing against each other, the best of the best. We could not ask for a better weekend for our Premier Series finals.
Yeah, and by the people who currently hold the award for best course designers. I think we're in good hands for the World Championship here.
We absolutely are. You know, Premier Series gives us such a great insight to how great these competitors are, and when it comes to the World Championships in the summer, we then know what some of these guys are capable of, and that makes us think, oh, who's our favorite to win it? Who's like the most expected to do the incredible maneuvers? You never know.
Yeah, indeed. I think that feeling of uncertainty is what really adds to Ninja. No ninja is truly safe, but I think it's time we get into our elite ninjas. We show them off, and then we'll get back into the action.
Indeed so. The first of which is going to be none other than one of the craziest ninjas in the entirety of our elites category, and that is going to be William Schlageter. If there is one guy you need for grip in any situation, it's this guy. This guy's grip is immaculate, along with his entire catalog of ninja skills as a whole. He was the course designer for our first Premier Series competition down at Stanford Ninja Academy in July, and he did not disappoint with a course like that. And if he knows how to build the courses, then he must know how to complete the obstacles within them. So we are very, very excited to see Will, along with another incredibly talented elite female competitor this time. It's going to be Olivia Lopez as well. That's going to be our second competitor out here that we are going to talk about. She is absolutely incredible at what she does. Has been a world champion in our sport 3 times. If there is any single person I would put my money on in order to win the entire Premier Series finals, it could be her. She's definitely a top candidate for most people.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, Olivia. Remember the name. Just remember the name.
It'll do you wonders if you remember that name.
If you take nothing else away from this little piece of the stream, just remember the name, Olivia Lopez.
Look at her skills coming in now. If you don't remember her name after showing these skills, then I don't know what's going on with you. Look at these links on basically any surface possible. Cliffs, rings, swinging ledges, trapeze. Doesn't matter. She has it all. Here we go. Obstacle Ninja Academy representation within those clips too. William Schlageter is also out here too. Here we go. This was him at Stanford. He knows what he's about. Went down to the barn as well. Ran by the Folsom family out here. Super great to have them here. He knows how to do the obstacles to an incredible degree. Would not be surprised if he came out as the Premier Series champion either.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anyone, very much. I think it's just dependent on whose day it is. And for Will Schlageter, I think it could be his day.
It's certainly possible if that's the case.
Yeah, we'll see, though. Why don't we pull up the run order once again, see who's up to bat right now. As you can see, Sayla Taylor about to run. Then it's going to be Caitlin finishing off the female division. And I think either of them could finish the course.
It is most certainly possible. We saw Sailor come in with an incredible performance earlier on the placement course, but of course Caitlin was our only clear. We're going to be seeing both of them in about 3 minutes time out here. It's getting closer and closer, I can feel it.
Yeah, but if anyone wants to finish this course, they're going to have to fight for it. That's what I'm going to presume. It's a massive uphill battle. 10 obstacles in total.
It was originally 11 obstacles yesterday for all of our youth divisions, but one of them has been taken out in order to make our spooky swings more, just more difficult overall, with the massive swing, courtesy of no rest bar in the middle of both the bat and the final spinner.
Yeah, good catch. Only the hardest for our teen athletes, because the teens are some of the strongest competitors in the league. Aside from the elite division, of course. And of course that may change, considering that suddenly teens can go elite now. 13 and 14. They can go elite. But I mean, you can see the power rankings right there. I think they speak for themselves.
Seeing quite a few single digits in there as well. We're seeing number 4 from Caitlin, number 5 from Nicholas, and 8 from Blake. We are in for quite the bit of ninja action this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be so fun to see so many athletes do incredible things on this challenge course.
Yeah, and I think it would be remiss of me to not mention Ian Marco, because he did get a sub 35 time on the placement course, which is just absurd. And then Cooper Hall, even though he's running first, I feel like he was putting up a pretty impressive run before his untimely mistake.
That placement course, not that challenge course. These runs are going to be coming up very, very shortly on it. We'll be right back with you. Take a short break and we'll be back with you when the challenge starts to occur here at the World Ninja League Premier Series qualifier at SOFLO Ninja Academy. Hello everybody, welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series 2024 qualifier here at the SOFLO Ninja Academy in Florida. We are just about to get ready with our challenge course out here. We have our 8 remaining athletes out here today for our teen division. We unfortunately had Bella Zimmerman fall on the first obstacle not too long ago, which is quite unfortunate. Just goes to show you can't take anything for granted out here on a challenge course. But next up on our course, it is going to be Sailor Taylor. Sailor is a military kid who has lived in New York, Seoul in South Korea, I love that city, and Virginia and Florida. She loves animals. She is a future Farmers of America member and has a goat named Percy. Hopefully she can turn into the ninja goat with this run. Teaches at Sunday school at her church is the National Junior Honor Society and is the middle school flag football team. She's a part of it. After watching the TV show, she played ninja, climbing trees in her yard, and fell in love with the sport when her family was stationed near the Grit Ninja Gym in New York 3 years ago. And now she starts training out of the Jungle Gym out here in Florida. 4'11", 80 pounds. Placed 47th at the World Championship. Really, really dedicated athlete.
Yeah, and I think Sayla put up a pretty impressive run when it came to the placement course. I think, though, now she's really going to need to perform when it matters, because to qualify, she's going to have to complete the 3rd obstacle, which is the fishtails. So, let's see what she can do here.
All chalked up, ready to go any moment now. Here we go. The countdown is on top of there. 3, 2, 1. We are off and ready to go on this course. Look at that jump. Not an issue at all. Massive dismount there. Straight rushing into the flying saucers out here.
Yeah, and both of these do spin, so it's a little awkward, but Sayla making it work. Beautiful moves. Now, yeah, she's going to have to beat this if she wants to qualify.
Orientating her hips correctly in order to make her way through this shark bait swing with ease. Yes, she's made the cliff jump. Swings down to safety, all well and good. 2 minutes 45 remaining on the clock here.
Yeah, great catch here out of Sayla. That'll carry her over to this lane of holds. She's going to have to jump to the batarang.
Which she does! Not a problem at all here for Sailor Taylor. It's going to be the pumpkin hold next as she swings down to safety. Take a deep breath, jumping up, ready to go on to the spider web.
Wow. Locking it.
There we go, sticking in.
Nice and high as well. That enables her to make a somewhat early dismount. Cross the lily
Ooh,
pad!
even really, really close with that. A retry is going to have to be used out here. Even with that slip, she was very, very close to the end platform. Take a bit of time to get ready again, and no problem at all. She makes it through. Moving on to obstacle 7, the leap of faith.
Yeah, no worries here for Sayla. Only using one retry. That's good. I mean, it's ideal not to end your run, of course.
Swinging up to that trapeze. It looks like they only have one trapeze to go to now. That's a change for today.
Yep, gotta do the front flip. Can she make it work? She does!
Yes, she can. Using that momentum to get herself a bit. Yes, there we go. Onto the X, swinging down safely.
Now on to these cliffs. Don't think these should be a problem for her. Handling it nicely with the straight arms. Oh,
Using
Digby!
the literal fingertips. One hand is over the other, but she makes it to the rings out there. A minute remaining. Taking an extra bit of momentum. Swing down to safety onto that platform. Gearing herself up, ready for the Vampire's Vortex.
Yep, gotta shake
Get a bit
out.
more blood circulation within the forearms. This is where the pump starts to set in.
Yeah, and Sayla, she might be feeling
Ooh!
the burn! No!
Gonna have to try again out here. Her final retry is gonna be used on the Vampire's Vortex. Has to make it through here, or else her run is gonna be over for her.
Well, yeah, with her retries all expended, if she fails from here on out at all, that's it. But with that
Here
said,
she goes. Yes, she's made it this time. Massive dismount. Here we go.
oh, one more obstacle left to go. How much time does she have left?
Ejects the ring. Taking a bit more time. Can she lock it in the bed trap? Oh, super, super close. It seems it's going to be it for her, unfortunately. Really, really well done from Sayla Taylor out here. Made it to the final obstacle. Really, really happy with that performance she should be with. A bit of a minor scare on a couple obstacles, but safely made her way through, made it to the final one.
Yeah, really impressive performance. I mean, making some headway for our teen competitors, ever so important. But that leaves us with just one teen female left to go. It's going to be Caitlin McDonough, the only finisher of the placement course on her division. Obviously, the goal is pretty clear-cut. You got to beat 3 obstacles. 3 obstacles or no mas.
I have full faith in Caitlin that she will be able to make it through the 3rd obstacle to qualify for our Washington finals, but a clear is definitely not out of the question either. With such dexterity on the placement course earlier today, definitely wants to make it to the end of our course.
Yeah, I think what she really needs to be thinking about is winning the competition, I'd say. Because she definitely holds the competition in the palm of her hand. I think she could win this.
Here we go. It is going to be Caitlin McDonough out here ready. Massive jump onto the spring. Easy stuff all around. 3-minute 20 coming into the flying saucer. Wanted to maybe link it there, but one more backswing doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that ought to do it. Now, already onto the 3rd obstacle. I don't think she is the least bit worried about this.
We can see in the confidence out here with the links. Makes it down to safety very, very well. Just under 3 minutes remaining now.
Now, it's undeniable. Caitlin is going to qualify, but again, I think she wants to win the competition above all else.
Makes it over to the bat, but a bit of an uneven swing. Can she save herself to the pumpkin? Yes! Turning herself the other way. Here she goes. Nice dismount there. Jumps up to the trapeze. Wants a bit more momentum to wedge herself into the web.
See, Billy, I think, this is why she's top 5 in the power rankings. She's moving with urgency through the spider web.
Yes, and she's moving with urgency throughout the cursed crossway as well. Now the leaps of faith come up, chalking up, taking a bit of time to regain herself. She's only used a minute of her time. Or a minute 30 even, it looks like. But she is making her way through. Can she grab the top trapeze up there? Yes, she can.
Yeah, shades like that, no problem for Caitlyn. But this is definitely an alien move to her. Going with
a reverse grab into the double. Nice.
Time for the Cursed Crimps. It sounds like a scary vampire story. And in reality, this is no fairy tale. She's gonna have to live it if she wants to win here. Oh, dig deep, Caitlyn! Oh!
Holding on by the fingertips, she's making it through now. Using the rings. A bit more momentum. Could do her well here. Yes. 70 seconds remaining. No retries have had to be used yet. She's chalking up, ready to go into the vampire's vortex.
I do believe she is ahead of Sayla's pace, but I think she would like to get through this.
Oh, just super, super close. Didn't get enough height on that first jump, it seems. Definitely possible to make it, though.
All right, gets a little bit of time to breathe. Has to go again. Oh, one more try. No!
Oh, no! That's going to be it for Caitlyn McGonagle. That is going to put her into second place for now, unfortunately. But that is going to be it for our teen female division on the challenge course. A lot of speed and skill showcase was on point throughout this run.
Needless to say, I think she's going to be a name to look out for when it comes to the Premier Series finals. Obviously, number 4 will have to compensate with number 2 here, but hey, I think when it comes to the finals, I think she could get number 1. An incredible run out of Caitlyn either way, and that'll end off our teen females, yes.
It's going to be it. We're going to be moving on to our teen males out here. We're going to be starting off with Cooper Hall. The Ninja title of Grand Champion does not lie about this kid. He is absolutely incredible at Ninja Sport. He's competed in 20 competitions and placed 207th at the World Championships back in June.
Yeah, Cooper, I believe, also a member of the Level Up team. And Level Up, they don't mess around. I would know. Yeah, Level Up, such an incredible gym. I really hope they didn't have to drive out, though, because it's a long way from Florida to North Carolina. Of course, following Cooper, it would be Mark Satterwhite, who was the first run of the placement course, but is going second here.
Has taken a bit of time to get to know the course a little bit as well, seeing what our teen females have done. Now it's the guys' turn. Maybe that bit of a elite ninja showcase might give them a bit of leeway when it comes to running the course for themselves.
Yeah, it's just loads of potential for perhaps a send train in the works. We could see quite a few clears. We'll see. Again. But I don't know. That viewing seems to be giving our competitors some trouble. Though it has been completed, it's not an insurmountable task. I'd also like to add, Cooper and Blake being the level up team. I don't know. I'd like to see them both qualify, but whether they realize it or not, they are going to be battling against one another. And maybe that little friendly rivalry will help them make it to the buzzer. Let's see, Nick Menzorio is definitely a familiar name. I believe I saw him on stage 3 on the World Championships. Seems like a familiar face. Which means I know some skills are lying within. And I think he's really going to have to dial in if he wants to snag one of the 4 spots. Which then again, there are, I believe, 6 teen male athletes. So 4 of them out of 6, that's a 66% qualification rate. So I don't know, we'll see. Our earlier athletes are going to have to perform at their A game. Because once their performance is laid out, our later competitors are going to know, what am I going to have to do to qualify? And that'll push them in terms of their pace, in terms of how they attack the obstacles. Just a whole array of mental gymnastics, in addition to the real gymnastics on the actual obstacles.
It is a very, very difficult task in all fairness, because taking into consideration the fact that even with the weight, that moment of just realizing you are on a ninja course, that feeling you get when you're actually on there running, it's impossible to talk about, really, because you can really get a feel for all of the challenges and the obstacles at hand when you are truly there. It is a bit of a stinker sometimes when you don't particularly get what you desire when it comes to a ninja course. But when you get that feeling and it's pushing you forward and the adrenaline is positive, then it's all well and good for you.
Again, I'm definitely eager to see, though, what they're going to pull out here. But with that said, I think it's about time we take a quick intermission. Make sure the stream is as good as we can make it. So, yeah, we'll see you back very, very shortly for more Premier Series Challenge Course action. You won't want to miss it.
Precisely so. Be back with you very, very shortly. Take care, everybody. After a couple technical issues, we are back raring to go for our teen male division. We are going to be starting out with Cooper Hall very, very shortly. He placed 207th at the World Championships this year in June and has 20 competitions of experience underneath his belt.
Yeah, and I mean, make no mistake, Cooper, he's running first. He didn't place the highest on the placement course, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad athlete. No, I think he really has the potential to crush this course. Just had a bit of a bad day there on the placement course. Doesn't mean anything. Of course, all the placement course actually dictates is who runs when on the challenge course.
Precisely so. These 6 guys, they definitely know what they're about. They know how to run a course very, very fast. We saw a lot of it in the placement course, and with retries available, these guys can go for big sends if they want to, but they still need to be wary.
Yeah, you're right, and that's why, I don't know, I'm interested to see, again, what methods they pull out, what strategies. Hopefully we will get Cooper on the course very, very shortly, and we'll get this show on the road. With 6 competitors, yeah, it's going to be different. That's what I'm saying. Of course, with the previous division, with there being only 3 athletes on the course, all they had to do was beat 3 obstacles, and that's not too hard of a challenge. But yes, indeed, with 6 competitors, some of these guys are going to be out of luck in terms of getting a qualifying spot for the Premier Series finals.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting into it. Cooper Hall representing Level Up, one of our North Carolina gyms, such an incredible community. Our boy Cooper's going to be running first, 207th at the World Championships this year in June, 20 competitions of experience. There's Chad Holmes, coach, ready to assist him with the chalk whenever he may need it. Let's get the spirits up out here, let's do it. Clapping is all happening out here, come on mate.
Yeah, great to see
the emoting
it
at the start line there.
Oh my goodness,
I respect this guy so much now. Right then, we are off.
Yeah, Cooper, again, hopefully he's still warmed up. But
And he has a massive swing down there, down to safety, all is good.
yeah, I do believe the swing, the way he's launching himself, proves he's still frosty. He's moving with some speed, some urgency.
And he has the directions all sorted out. Hangs on with the cliff and swings down to safety. Good stuff. Now coming up onto the next obstacle out here. It's going to be the spooky swings. Takes the jump. Yes, he's grabbed the bat.
Yeah, but his
Now just
swing's
needs
a
to grab
little
the
off.
pumpkin.
His swing's a little off, but he makes it. Good work here out of Cooper.
These kids really do know how to save themselves on these. He doesn't even need the trapeze. He just jumps in. That's a really good way to save time, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't need those stinking trapeze. Doesn't even need the lily pad either. What do you know?
Coming in right into the leap of faith. Powering through. Jumps up to the trapeze.
See, I think this is the Cooper Hall we've been waiting for.
There it is. Look at all that momentum saved from that front flip. And it's a backwards catch now.
Oh! That's a turn of events I wasn't expecting.
Interesting strategy as well. Used only one side of the X there, and it worked for him. Here goes Cooper on the creepy crimps out here.
We've seen it frequently when it comes to those X grabs. Cooper makes it work, but furthermore, he's looking remarkably strong through these creepy crimps.
Very calm run so far. No retries have had to be used yet.
There's about 90 seconds left.
I'm going to take a bit of time to get ready for our next obstacle, the Vampire's Vortex.
I think they might have made some changes. Nope, still static.
It's all the same still. Going to take a sideways approach. Yes, the catch is successful for Cooper Hall as he swings down. Oh, hello. Right, the landing platform is a bit further away now. He's going to have to swing onto a bar and then get down on the platform.
Yeah.
And then he's all well and good. But still a retry in the bank. Going to come into our final obstacle, the Enchanted Trap. Going to take a bit more momentum to try and lock in the ring into the bear trap. He does it!
Oh, Billy, I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it. He's got it all. Cooper.
Getting that momentum, and he hits the buzzer with ease. Cooper Hall is our first our first teen male clear and our first runner in general for the course in this division. How good was that?
Wow. Yeah, he moved like a seasoned veteran. That reverse grab was so easy. Yeah, I like the one-sided technique because it kind of lets you curve your hands around, makes it a little easier than going with the wide arm grab. But Cooper, wow. Finisher already. Incredible work.
That was also very fast as well. No retries at all. I wonder what the rest of our guys have to say about that. We will see very soon when they are all on the course.
That's going to be a tough run to beat, though. I'm going to say. A tough run to beat. I was noticing the little V swing or whatever. I think they did that to stop people from skipping. So the skips are going to become less practical because no one's going to launch to themselves like 15 feet. Wow, yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, it's not a surprise, given these are some of the strongest athletes this division has ever seen, but a finish on a challenge course this early, no small feat.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now moving into Mark Satterwhite. Here he is out here, 64th at the World Championships. Seems to be his 10th competition out here, and he is ready for Premier Series. Here he goes. Doesn't even need a backswing there. Massive trampoline jump onto spring forward. He makes the catch, and he links the dismount too.
Nice work so far out of Mark.
Gonna turn around, get some more momentum, and he's all well and good. Moving on to the shark bait swing. Diagonally, he starts to link.
Yeah,
He's going to take a moment to get ready for the cliff jump, and he made it. Yes!
linking the dismount too. Wow. A bit of a risky move, but it works out for Mark, and look at that. A link right there. One backswing, and that's all he needs to get to the battering, and he's right in line for that pumpkin.
And he jumps straight to the trapeze. There we go. Doesn't even need that many backswings. Going right into the spider web. And he's all well and good. Moving on to the cursed crossway now. Ooh, doesn't even need the final lily pad. Look at that.
Yeah,
Chalking up courtesy of Flip Rodriguez coming into the leap of faith.
It was a close one, yeah. He almost touched out of bounds, but that's far behind him. Moving on to the X flip. No problem. This reverse grab.
Can he get the reverse grab? He's going to use... No! Unfortunately, tried to use both hands there, but it didn't work out for him very well. Going to have to try again out here. Has his retry available.
Yeah, Billy, that's what I was saying. Doing that reverse grab, shoulder length, is a little bit tougher compared to just using one side, but for some, maybe they're more used to the shoulder length reverse grab.
Gonna have to get up and flip around again.
What's Mark gonna try on his second go, though? I'm curious. Will he go for the same technique?
He's gonna go for both again, and he redeems himself this time. With 95 seconds left, he is moving on to the creepy crimps.
Big
Straight
jump.
out to the last cliff on the first area.
Now,
Use the boxes.
these ledges are tiny. Gonna have to hold on tight, but he falls.
Unfortunately, loses his grip as he tried to spin around. No more retries are left now. He's gonna have to go full throttle if he wants to make it through.
And he's definitely in a bit of a time deficit, not to the extent that he may run out of time if he keeps the heat on, but he needs to keep moving. That's what's important here. Crossover.
Yes.
Quick thinking on the fly, that's what it takes to make it past the creepy crimps.
He's now gonna move on to the Vampire's Vortex. Uses the one, the first, and the third. Oh, but misses the jump onto the bar. That's gonna be it for our boy Mark Satterwhite. But he tried very, very hard to get where he was, and battered and bruised, he made it to our penultimate obstacle in style.
Yeah, he took a few hits along the way, but wow, yeah, this course starting to show its teeth, it seems. Cooper still standing atop the leaderboard, but Mark, he's done all he could to extend his place on the leaderboard. We'll see how that holds up. Sam McCarthy, definitely going to be an interesting one because I've been kind of overlooking him a little bit, but I don't want to undermine all the years of experience he has. Look at that, 6 years. Alright, looks like he's calm and collected. He shouldn't neglect any part of this course, though.
Right, here goes Samuel McCarthy. Right out of the gate, he's ready to go. Right onto the flying saucer. He had a lot of momentum there. Could have gone right away, but he's going to take an extra swing. Coming into the shark bait swing. He's linking the moves. Taking one moment ready for the cliffs. And he makes it with ease.
Sam, I like the amount of power he's carrying in his swings. Did you notice that? He's gonna
The trust in one arm, staticking that approach there. Straight into the back, carrying a lot of momentum. Gonna go from the pumpkin, potentially into the trapeze. There he goes. One backswing is probably all he needs to lock himself into the web. And he's made it.
Yeah, gonna have to be quick here, though. Don't let those lily pads tip, and he doesn't. Sam now on to the leap of faith. It's a little terrifying, I won't lie.
Propels himself over, flips forward without any hesitation. Gonna take an extra moment to think about his approach. Goes only for one, and he basically just stopped in midair to recorrect himself, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, that feeling of weightlessness is all that you need in a huge lâcher like that. Sam, though, he's gonna have to rely on his fingers. What does he have here? Ooh, it was a little scary there, but
Made it through, wants to make us a bit more scared for the October season. Taking a bit of chalk.
that said, I don't want this to be a Dracula story. I think this is looking like a Cinderella story right now.
Here he goes. On to the second. He's going to jump to the fourth. And has to swing over to that bar as well. One swing is all he needs. Descending down with ease. 95 seconds remaining coming into the final obstacle. I think we might have another clear on our hands, mate.
Yeah, he is a gargantuan 34 seconds ahead of Cooper Hall's pace. I think
Locks it in the bear trap. Here we go. Samuel McCarthy takes the swing, and the buzzer has been hit, and he's a happy man.
Yeah, we're going to have a new leader on the top of the leaderboard by the looks of it. An incredible run out of Sam. Links such power and speed here. Honestly, he didn't look like he was rushing particularly. But I guess I just say that, you know, unless you're really hauling. But hey, 2:12, good time out of Sam. And by the looks of it, that'll guarantee him a slot in the Premier Series finals, with only 3 other athletes going ahead of him.
Now then, we are now going to be moving on to our final 3 teen athletes here today. We are going to be moving into Nicholas Menzorio first off. He's going to be coming out of Next Level Ninja here today. He enjoys designing obstacles and courses, helped to design and run the Next Level Ninja WNL. He can do one-armed pull-ups, and he cleared stage 2 at the World Championship, getting him 62nd place.
Yeah, Nick, a familiar name for me. Would love to see him perform at his best here. Now, to come this far, I would love to see him qualify as well. Of course, being from the tippy top of the continent, almost. Nick, though, he's going to have to be on his A game if he wants to make it. Go the distance, get all the glory.
Taking a bit of time to get ready. He's been doing ninja for a long, long time. 8 years. This kid is absolutely insane. Another one of Flip Rodriguez's students. He's having the time of his life out here this weekend. A lot of his students performing very, very well. Hopefully Nicholas can become the next one to do such a thing.
Looks like Nick and Flip just running through a few tidbits, bits and pieces of the course. Of course, you don't want to get lost in the sauce and forget what the rules are.
Taking a bit of time to get ready. Stretch out, get the blood pumping. Knows what he's up against.
Yeah, by the looks of it, Nick about to start his assault on this course.
He is off and ready to go. Coming out of Next Level Ninja, it is Nicholas Menzorio. Bounds across to the spring forward. Has a massive backswing. Linkage is not going to be there. He almost botched it, but he's there and ready to go. only 15 seconds coming into this next obstacle. Wanted to link it, doing a backswing just to be safe. Look at that leg orientation and the hips too. That was good.
Wow, some powerful links. Was able to link through the entire obstacle. Incredible moves from Nick. What kind of technique he'll take on here is up to the imagination. Nick linking up to the batarang.
He's all well and good so far. No retries have been used. He wants one of them top 4 spots and he knows that he has to move quick.
Light-footed on the cursed passageway.
Here he goes. It is now time for the leap of faith. Only one backswing is needed to get up to the top trapeze. Now he has to do the flip forward on the first X. Bit of time to regroup himself. He has that momentum going. Realigns himself, ready for the reverse catch. One arm out, and he's made it!
Yeah, sets himself up perfectly for that catch. That's good news for Nick. Now going into the creepy crimps. Ooh. Hold on tight. He wants to keep it clean here.
Properly
Great.
reaches out on those cliffs. Swings down to safety with them rings. Chalking up, ready to go on the Vampire's Vortex.
Great shoulder movements. Might come in handy here. Where you got to keep it nice and steady. Going for the third one. That does rotate. Is he going to go for a skip here? He is! And he makes it!
It pays off for him. Look at that. Small little underbar transfer. Now just over a minute coming into our final obstacle here. The Enchanted Trap.
A little bit of trouble kicking it out, but makes it up to the bear trap. And Nick, he's about to finish this course in style.
Taking a bit of momentum, dips underneath the demon and hits the buzzer twice to be safe. Nicholas Menzorio is our next clear on the challenge course. We are looking good today, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. An impressive showing out of Nick. Was able to link those fidget spinners all the way to the batarang. And then it looked a little scary here, but his reverse grab was perfect. I love the way he kind of reaches out, 1-2 kind of move. It was a perfect run. And that'll place him in second. I was wrong. Now Sam is guaranteed a spot in the Premier Series finals.
It's Sam and Nicholas that have now certified their spots. We only have 2 more runners left, and they are Blake Hone and Ian Marco Caban.
Yeah, and with that said, it's definitely possible that both of them could finish. I think what's really going to be the question, who's going to take the top time? Is it going to be Sam? Is it going to be Blake? Is it going to be Ian Marco? That's what I'm kind of wondering as of now. Okay,
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to be coming into Blake Hone of Level Up. You can see his father Chad with the chalk. We love Team Level Up out here at the WNL. Such a great facility. Coming all the way down from North Carolina. He's ready to go, and he is right out of the gate. Look at that.
Ooh.
Bit of a crooked lineup first off. He's going to take a swing. There we go. Links the dismount now.
Yep, Blake. I don't doubt that he's going to move incredibly quickly. I mean, then again, he took the second fastest time, and he's proving his speed right there. He linked everything.
Absolutely everything there on the shark bait swing, and he's linking everything here as well. What is this, ladies and gentlemen? doesn't even need the trapeze that much. He's right into the spider web and out the other side with no hesitation.
Dude, Billy, call it crazy, but I don't think stopping is in this kid's vocabulary.
Can't be that. Only taking a couple of backswings, ready to get all the way up to that trapeze, which he does with no problem at all. He only has used a minute of his time, and we are already nearly over halfway through the course. Here he goes. Only one handle is needed. Oh, yes! We're fine. Even a leg sticking out the back was still all well and good.
It was a little close for comfort, but Blake, he's doing strategies I wouldn't call very comfortable. But he's making it work, so we know what he's going for. He's going for the top time.
It's definitely possible to achieve such a thing, as he now lines himself up for the Vampire's Vortex. Taking a bit of time now to just figure out his strategies. He's going to go with the front swing technique.
Billy, keep in mind, only half his time has come and gone.
Links the dismount as well, had that backswing ready for him. Now coming into the enchanted trap, doesn't want to waste any time on this one. Oh, tried to eject the ring. Now he's done it successfully. Locks in the bear trap, grabs hold of the second ring. Just needs to get underneath the demon.
Can he do it?
And then hit the buzzer. Blake Hone has made it!
Oh, the top time! Blake Hone, everybody! I think his father's gonna be very happy about that. Very happy.
With that, Blake has absolutely deserved a spot in Washington for our finals. Hopefully he makes the trip out, because he definitely deserves to do such a thing.
An incredible run out of Blake. And can you believe that only put him ahead by 3 seconds? I think it's just a testament to how optimized the runners are getting. With that said, Blake Hone has all but won this competition. There's one guy that has something to say about that.
We have one more dude left up in the teen male division, and that is going to be Ian Marco Caban.
Yeah, and with Cooper on the bubble, the time limit is basically 2:55.45. If he beats his time, he's going to Washington.
Here he goes. Another one of Flip's students out here, wants to impress. 43rd at the World Championship this year.
Yeah, and Ian Marco, the only person this entire weekend to break the 35-second barrier on the placement course. So he definitely has what it takes to take the top time from Blake.
He's bounding across these obstacles so far. Sets himself up for a dismount link as well, and he's made it. Coming on to the shark bait swing. He's linking everything, it looks like. Can the cliff get it? It gets it. Yes, he's got it.
It's no problem. But I think we're going to see some more links. Going to take a backswing here, but no problems for Ian Marco. I think he doesn't need to get the top time. I think it's all about qualifying, because he doesn't want to make a stupid mistake.
Look at this. Only 45 seconds of his time has gone, and he is bounding across everything, not taking any moments, neglects the chalk, and he's going to go up and over the X. First part's done.
Going straight
Takes
for
basically
it.
no time to rest up, going for the X. Oh my goodness me! What is he doing? He swings with one arm and saves himself. That is madness out here from Ian Marco.
And the one-arm swing as well. What in the world? This kid is on fire.
He had that plan from the start, I'm willing to bet. Come on, he wanted to give us a bit more entertainment. But he's taking moments. The endurance in this teenage athlete is incredible. He's gone from the first to the third. He's eyeing up the massive jump. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Linking the dismount too. This is absolutely incredible. Ian Marco Caban takes the ring. Locks it into the bear trap. One more maneuver is left.
Billy, this is it. I think this is gonna be it. Ian Marco has won the competition. 2 minutes.
Like 20 seconds.
2 minutes has been broken. What?
How? Mate, absolutely incredible scenes out here at SOFLO Ninja Academy for Ian Marco Caban, putting up the best run of the day by far. Error-free. That save on the reverse catch on that X was impeccable. Come on, look at this again.
Oh!
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh. And that's it. That's it, everybody. There you have it. We have Nicholas Menzorio, Samuel McCarthy, Blake Hone, and Ian Marco Caban. But also, shout outs to Cooper Hall for finishing the course, not quite making the mark. You still put up an incredible performance. Also, Mark made it to the later half. Incredible work from all of our athletes. Let's take a look at the female side. Why don't we?
That course was easy for all of the teen males. That was absolutely impeccable. Well done to Sailor and Caitlin for also qualifying.
Incredible work from all of our athletes. They put up an incredible show. I'm glad I could have witnessed it personally. Let's take a look at our top 3 here. Yeah, we have Caitlin and Sayla going to the Premier Series Finals. As we can see here, here is Caitlin, I believe. It was an incredible run. Just came up a little empty-handed on the V-holds, but still, a qualification is a qualification. I think she's going to put up an incredible performance when it comes to the Premier Series Finals, but only time will tell. Let's take a look at Sayla.
This was the female run of the day so far, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible scenes from her. Every single move was calculated incredibly well, and all of that led up to a clear.
Or, well, almost a clear. Made it to the final
yes,
obstacle. And then we'll take a look at the guys. There's Samuel, Blake, and Ian Marco. I thought Blake's time was unbeatable, but I think expectations are meant to be shattered. That's what I've learned from the Premier Series, really. But let's take a look at Sam. An impressive run in his own right, I would say. The fastest time just kept getting lower and lower and lower. It was crazy. Crazy showing. And we'll look at Blake Hone, a level up superstar. It was so smooth throughout. Obviously, no retries spent. Great grab there on the X. Was a little close on the dismount. That was, I think, the only near miss on the course, but it was far behind him by the time he put his hand on that red buzzer. And then the man of the gym, I'd say, Ian Marco Caban. Wow. Sub 2-minute run. Absurd.
Look at this save again. That's just incredible. We've seen some mad one-handed saves throughout the course of an X-hold's life, but like, come on. None of them are as cool as that. And putting up the fastest run by 20 seconds as well. Pure madness.
He couldn't stop moving. That's what he was all about. One more. One more.
Might as well. It was perfect. That is an action shot if there ever was one. That is it for our teen division out here. Thanks for sticking with us, everyone. That is not it for the weekend, however. We have more World Ninja League action at SOFLO Ninja Academy for Premier Series. We've completed the teen division. We will be moving on to the amateur division very, very shortly, along with our elites that will be happening later on at 5 p.m. Eastern. And of course, all of the athletes from today who have qualified are all eligible to come over to Life Force Ninja in Bellingham, Washington on November 15th, 16th, and 17th for our Premier Series Finals. It's going to be an incredible weekend So many incredible athletes that we've seen over the course of this weekend will be there. It's going to be such a fun time overall. From Billy Dixon and Kane Malden, we have been your commentators for the teen division. I will be back with you for more Premier Series action very, very shortly.